I think the point is it's supposed to represent like possessions that ended by you.
Yeah.
But that's not what usage is. That's why it's a silly
Yeah, it
thing for that
is.
stat. No. If you hold the ball for 23 seconds and I pass it to you and you shoot it, the usage would go to you on that. That's stupid.
That's like time of having the ball. It's just not.
What does usage mean? Welcome to Yak and Jack.
Let's go.
Episode 001. Maybe 000, depending on if this gets released.
First one, this is going to be an ode to Stump the Schwab, the OG of, I think actually ESPN's doing it for 30 for 30 on Stuart Scott now. So even more so, ESPN, if you want to sponsor us because we're doing good advertisements for you, we're there.
I was going to say for the kids who didn't grow up with cable and only watched ESPN when they were at their grandparents' house visiting on a Sunday or their cousin's house watching the All-Star Weekend, can you please tell everyone exactly what this game is?
If you don't know, then you don't deserve to know. No, I'm kidding. Stump the Schwab was one of the greatest games of all time. The Schwab was just an all sports genius, and people would come on from around the world to try and stump the Schwab, beat him in sports trivia. Little do people know, / people are going to find out right now, is that our hope is that people in the world are going to come and challenge you guys. So we're just setting the stage for what's going to happen. But first round,
Stump the Yak and Jack.
Stump the Yak and Jack. First round, we are going with a fun one for me. We're starting off with leading off, and you guys are going to go back and forth of naming guys on a list. You'll have up to 3 strikes, and then you're out, and the other person will win. Today, what we're doing is the top 20 from the year 2000 to 2001, all the way to the current season, okay? And it is going to be the highest usage percentage in a given season. You do not need to name the season. You just need to name the player, because there are players on here that have, of the top 20, that had like 8 of the top 20. I did the top 20 unique names. Okay? So you're just naming the player. I'll let you know if they're on there. We're going to go back and forth. To decide who's going to go first is going to be very simple. Who is my favorite player of all time?
Well, I assume it's not Keith Van Horn.
Yeah, it can't be Keith
Done.
Van Horn. But
Keith Van Horn. Jack, you got it.
Still your favorite player of all time? That's crazy.
I'm going to go with James Harden.
James Harden. Okay, James Harden is on the board, number 2
Easy.
in terms of unique names, with a usage rate of 40.5 in the year 2018-2019. So James Harden on the board for Jack. Yak, you are up.
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook is number 1 at 41.7% in the year 2016-2017. Jack, you are back on the clock. Kobe Bryant.
Before the clock even started.
Kobe Bryant, number 4 at 38.7% in 05-06. Shout out to Yak's beloved Lakers.
Yeah, I'll take, speaking of Lakers, I'll take Luka Doncic.
Smart.
Luka Doncic, although not with the Lakers, is on here. He is number 6 on the list at 37.6% 2022-2023 season. Jack, you're back on the clock.
Give me Giannis.
Giannis, you guys see, this is what people are gonna learn very quickly about this show is that we're not doing a Stump the Schwab type, because you guys are random, like we read up on like the top 100 players on basketball. These guys know their stuff. Okay, Giannis, number 3, 38.8% during the year. This is wrong. No, this is correct. 2022-2023. Yak, you're back on the clock. Both of you have no strikes.
Jokic.
Is Jokic on here? That is our first X of the day.
What's his highest
Jokic
rank?
is not on here. I only specifically took the top 20. So I can't tell you.
I'm shocked.
Jack, you're on the clock.
Give me our reigning MVP, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is on here. He is number 16 at 34.8% last season. Yak, you are back on the clock. You're down 4-2.
Yeah, I'm going to take Allen Iverson.
Iverson, number 5 on the list at 37.8% in the year 2001, 2002. Jack, you're back on the clock.
Okay. I think as far as what comes to my mind, we've wiped out all the obvious ones and some obvious ones who are wrong.
You would have said Jokic, right?
But I didn't.
But I'm saying
I wouldn't have said anyone who's named before Jokic.
I didn't even realize it when I was putting the list together, and now that I'm thinking about it, it makes no sense that he's here. That he's not here.
That he's not here. I'm shocked.
Okay, I'm gonna go with no. He might not be there.
This is where it gets hard. I'm serious. This is where it gets hard.
There's some fun names on this list that I didn't think would be on here.
I'm gonna go Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid is number 7, the highest overall left. At
so hard, I got the next guy on the list.
2022, 2023. Jack up 5-3. Yak, you're up.
Oh, this is a strike. Give me Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose is a strike. Yak now has 2 strikes. Jack, you are up 5-3 with no strikes. You are on the clock.
Okay. This also might be a strike, but give me Dame Lillard. There were a lot of Blazers teams that he really carried.
That's a money pick.
Dame Lillard is your first strike. Yak, you're staying alive here. You're doing okay. Jack is still at 5-3. Yak, you have 2 strikes. You got to be careful here. We still have 13 players. No,
T-Mac.
12 players. T-Mac, number 12 on the list with 35.2% usage percentage. 2002, 2003. Covering some ground. It's now 5-4. Jack, fresh off your first X. Where are we at?
I really don't want to tie this up with the strikes.
Just say Curry. I know you want to.
Give me LaMelo Ball.
Oh, you actually just gave me a guy.
LaMelo Ball has made you tied with Yak with 2 strikes.
Okay.
Yak, you are right in this. This is a big one. 5-4.
He gave me a guy who was traded today. And there's no way he's not on this list.
Such an obvious one.
Trae Young, please.
Trae Young, welcome to Washington and welcome to Yak's roster. He is number 14 at 34.9%. 2019-2020 season. It is now tied 5-5, both with 2 strikes. Jack, you are on the clock. I will also point out that if there's 3 strikes, one guy has to get 1 in order to win. So we're tied here, 5-5.
Okay. I'm just going to talk out loud a little bit.
Yeah, talk out loud.
That's even better.
I want to say Steve Nash, but it can't be Steve Nash.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'll win the game on the next turn if you guess Steve Nash. So I'm going to give you that kind of opportunity here.
I'm trying to think of who are the other.
I just started racking up random names, and I'm like, and
Chris Paul.
Ooh,
it's a miss. I just got excited to say it.
Chris Paul.
He better be here. If not, we got to change the stat usage.
What?
Third
what do you mean?
Strike.
Part of it is part of it is like the scoring shooting aspect.
But I'm saying it's supposed to represent how much of the game you dominate, and the ball is always in his hands at all times when he's on the court.
It's turnovers, assists, shots made, shots missed.
I'm not saying you're wrong as to how that's usage calculated. I'm saying that we should change the calculation if Chris Paul doesn't make the top 20.
Well, it makes sense.
This is one of the best parts.
You hear the next name. So I'm about to win the game on this.
But before you go, Yak, before you try and take this win, I want everybody to know that Jack made it very clear to me when he was joining the show that his sole job is to make sure that he tries to figure out why every rule is the way it is, and like really it's dumb and it really should be something else. So we're seeing it on episode 1.
You're not even exaggerating.
But I have to say, Jack, by the way, I thought Chris Paul was going to be a good answer. Yak,
The fact that Jokic wasn't, Chris Paul, Kal Vachomer, will not be. LeBron James.
I don't know. Jokic wasn't.
I'll tell you what year. Any of his early Cleveland.
He's got to be there.
It's 100%.
Mathematically, he's got to be there.
I will tell you right now. LeBron James was number 21, which means that he is not on the list. And that is your third strike, which means that we are going back and forth.
Dwayne Wade.
I'm shocked. LeBron
is on this list, and we're going to give Jack the ability to tie. Dwayne Wade was number 9 on this list, 36.2% in 08-09. Yak, this is your opportunity to keep yourself alive.
So Jack is going to make me work for this. So I'm going to go with someone who made an appearance in the last video. Shockingly made an appearance in the last video. This was a practice video. So no one saw it, but I'm going to take Jerry Stackhouse.
I did not think that's where you were going.
You just made me so happy. Jerry Stackhouse is number 13 on this list.
Wow.
At 35.2% in 2001.
I feel like I cheated.
You know your ball. That's what matters. Jack, you're back on the clock.
Okay, give me someone who's got to be here, but he's probably not here. Give me Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton is not on the list, which means, you have the ability to take the game here.
Can I ask how many names are left on this
1,
list?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 names left.
I'm going to go a little unconventional on this player, but I actually think he may have done it in a time where the good players on teams dominated you.
All right, news.
Can I have Gilbert Arenas?
I was thinking about him too.
Gilbert Arenas is not on this list.
Wow.
Jack, we are back to you.
8 more names. There's 2 names here that are like obviously amazing, but they are just too scary to guess.
I don't know. You know what? Maybe I'm thinking too much ball in hands and should be thinking more stat oriented, which it is. I'm just going to go Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony is number 11 on this list at 35.6% in 2012-2013, which means that Yak, this is your last chance. 7 names left.
I'll take Shaq.
It's a good guess.
And our first winner of leading off.
I was thinking too many years with Kobe.
Is Jack. Guys, I got some of the names on this list. Yeah. Some of these names are so good.
I want to hear some of these.
Okay. The top answer still left on the board was someone who
Wait, can I see if I can get one of them?
Yeah.
Let me go until I miss. How about that?
Yeah, that's fair.
KD?
You missed. So, number 1 is a guy who played one season both on the Pelicans and the Kings, and that would be
DeMarcus Cousins.
Cousins. Interestingly enough, number 10 was 38-year-old Michael Jordan with the Wizards.
Dude, he crossed my mind. I'm not even joking. When I got to Gilbert Arenas, I also thought of John Wall and Michael Jordan, and I was like,
scary to think.
There's no way Michael Jordan.
The 2000s, most of his career not there. John Morant in 2022-2023.
He crossed my mind too.
A name that came up but then didn't come up, Steph Curry, in 2020-2021.
How are we guessing?
This guy, by the way, came up a few times on this list.
Gilbert was only got on his team versus Curry compared to Curry.
Who's another Washington Wizard that came up twice on this list? Bradley Beal.
What?
Bradley Beal.
Bad stat.
He had like 32 points a game 1 year. Then we have DeMar DeRozan. And then one more really fun one.
I would have no idea which DeRozan made this list. Like, it could have been a Spurs one, a Raptors one.
No way it's a Spurs one.
It was a Raptors one.
Pre-Lowry?
2016-2017.
Probably like
And probably the most fun one for me is one of the greatest seasons of all time. And as a fellow shorty, he gave me a lot of confidence in myself to do absolutely nothing. Isaiah Thomas, 2016, 2017 with the
Yeah, I should've
Celtics.
got that.
I'm
And that was your
just
top
like
20.
upset that like two of my guesses here are just like, how are you not on this list? LeBron and Jokic? I just can't even fathom them being lower usage than like Ja Morant and Isaiah Thomas.
Can we get
I wanna
clarification
see-
on the actual calculation of the stat?
Absolutely. The formula is factors in field goal attempts, free throw attempts, turnovers relative to team's total offensive plays, adjusted for minutes played. So,
Yeah, I don't know how Jokic never made that list.
But assists have nothing to do here.
Assists
Yeah.
have assists have nothing to do with it. Is that the case? But turnovers do, right?
Turnovers do. Yeah.
That's why I'm surprised
I think it's
LeBron's not on the
connected.
list. Between the field goal attempts, free throw attempts, and turnovers.
I think the point is it's supposed to represent like possessions that ended by you,
Yeah.
but that's not what usage is. That's why it's a silly
Yeah, it
thing for
is.
that stat. No, if you hold the ball for 23 seconds and I pass it to you and you shoot it, the usage would go to you on that. That's stupid.
That's like time of having the ball. It's just not.
What does usage mean?
You're arguing with the literal definition of what the word usage means.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's a
nothing
bad
to do with
name for
nothing
the
to do with the
stat.
stat.
That's my point. That word usage has nothing to do
Making a
with the stat
basket,
usage
making a
percentage.
basket isn't a field goal. A field goal is when you kick the ball through the uprights. Like, what does that mean? Like,
Our
you're arguing
viewers
like the
will
literal
understand what I'm
definition.
saying. Just sorry, I got it. Last thing, and then I'll stop. I want to see a
Yeah.
stat that's like percentage of clock time that player has ball in hand, adjusted however it's supposed to be adjusted, and that will get you your Jokic, your LeBron, etc. Anyways, okay, I'm willing to move
Makes
on
more
now that
sense.
I've won.